These guys are everywhere and they're very dangerous. Welcome to Law and Life. I'm your lawyer, Patrick McGeehan, and I am your best friend at your worst time. Just on Friday, August 26, 2022, a Helmut Cole was at a Winn-Dixie store in Port Orange, Florida. Winn-Dixie is a grocery store. He was at Port Orange, Florida, while his wife was shopping. He approached a lady and her daughter. He went out, he left the store at the same time, followed them out of the store, approached them, came running up behind them, the mother says, and offered $100,000 to buy the lady's daughter. The daughter was 8 years old. Port Orange police responded, identified Helmut Cole, 85 years old. He lives in Port Orange, but not necessarily in the area of the Winn-Dixie. They determined that he was on probation for a 2018 case where he tried to buy another child at a Walmart store, again in Port Orange. He got 5 years probation, was on probation at the time. They did not arrest him until 9 days later, once they said they investigated and verified his probation. So they let him loose that day, which I would have thought they would have got a hold of his probation officer and had him done in right away, yanked his probation, violated his probation. Anyway, he is still in custody in the Volusia County Jail on a no bond for the 2018 charges of battery and false imprisonment. I looked up his case. Apparently, on this particular case, he approached a child at the Walmart and kissed her and then tried to buy her for $200,000. So I did a search of this area around the Winn-Dixie, and there are 18 registered sex offenders within 1 mile of the Winn-Dixie. And in the zip code of the Winn-Dixie, there are 40 registered sex offenders in the same zip code. That is just insane. These guys are everywhere. So if you want, go to the FBI National Sex Offender Database and you can put in your address and see who is a sex offender that lives nearby. And just be aware, these guys are out there and there's a lot of them. There's females too, but most of them are men. And there's a whole lot of them. And these guys are dangerous. And this guy shows that it's, once you start down that road, they keep going, it appears. Anyway, he's in custody, no bond. His lawyer filed papers in court to revoke his probation, says he complied with all of his probation terms. I would guess his probation is almost up. Let's see, 18-4. He's been on probation for 4 years, maybe 4 years. He's got another year to go. And he's trying to revoke the probation, says he suffers from dementia. No excuse. He is 85 years old, though, but no excuse. These people need to be kept away from kids at all costs. I think that's what they have civil commitments for. And this guy may be, I'm not familiar with the civil commitment process, but this guy may be a candidate for civil commitment. Anyway, if you live in the Port Orange area, just be aware that this guy's in the area. If you live anywhere else, run your address to the FBI's National Sexual Predator Database and see who is in your area, and just be aware and cognizant and be careful. Thank you for joining me here on The Law and the Life. I'm your lawyer, Patrick McGeehan. I am your best friend at your worst time.